Good day, and welcome to my parlor. I am your humble host, the Crimson Jester, here to alleviate you from the boredom that plagues you, at least for a little while. Today's story is, what if Izuku Midoriya was bonded with Toxin? Part 4. Where we last left off, Izuku was, well, in better but not fully healthy state. Recovering in UA's rest area. Emergency facilities, we should say. As All Might brings up, yes, young man, I would highly advise you staying the night here. Huh? But easy, easy. The reason I'm suggesting this is because you've just come out of a very dire situation, and it would be best for us to keep an eye on you. Isn't that right? I was going to recommend something similar, you big oaf. But yes. But do not worry, Miss Midoriya. We are a university, and, well, we are a hero outpost first. If Mr. Nezu would politely allow it, there's a few emergency facilities that can easily house you for the night here, allowing you to stay within metaphorical arm's reach of your son. After tonight is over with, and depending on how tomorrow he feels tomorrow, you can easily go home. Does that sound advantageous? I don't know. My, Toshi. Yes, I was going to make a similar offer, but you beat me to it. Granted, you aren't the dean, but I can't blame you for being a bit gung-ho considering the circumstances. Yes, please, take us up on our kindness. Um, okay. Thank you, Miss Midoriya. Now, I will have Mr. Aizawa show you to where you will be resting at. As in the meantime, we'll leave young Izuku here to get some rest and recuperate. All Might, if you will. Right. Stay well, young Midoriya. We'll be back with the visit with you tomorrow. As All Might begins to walk out and is talking with the Chimera. So, how long do you think you can keep up this form of yours now? To be honest, before today I was pushing it at 3 hours. Now, at bare minimum, I feel like I could go 6 times that much. Or, technically speaking, 4 times that much. Oh, so a 12 hours difference. Yes. It's amazing. And without the injury, I can get better. But I need to make a few calls. Calls? Yes. I know what Toxin is. And I know only one person that can help me with it. Oh? The way you sound, it's almost as if you're scared of it. It's because I am. Nezu, tomorrow I will ask permission for a person to visit here. If you would allow it. Would you please arrange transport for them? Very well. We will see as things progress. But for now, I need to go and get myself some nice cheese and possibly some good sake. You and that, yeah, I swear. As All Might begins to walk away, pulling out a phone, and begins to think to himself, God, I hope this works. Typing in the number as if it was second nature. It rings a once, it rings a twice, it rings a third time, and on the fourth ring, yo, who's this? Peter, it's Toshi. What the hell are you calling me now? Relax, I need your help. What? I think Venom has siblings or relatives. What do you mean? A young man. A young man I came across earlier today. He has a symbiote bonded with him. It's not like Venom. It's not ultra-violent. It's not trying to take him over. It's not changing him, which is worrying me. I don't know whether it's a long con or whether this thing is completely different from Venom. But I need you in Japan as one of the foremost people who know about these things. What does it look like? It looks black and red in appearance and coloration. So you need me in Japan. Yes, I know it would take a while, and I will help cut through as much red tape as possible. Why didn't you answer the call I gave you 4 months ago, you asshole? What? You called me 4 months ago? I called your agency to tell you that I needed to talk with you as soon as possible. You bastard! It's like, I'm sorry, but my agency doesn't have my direct number. Why not? Because I was setting up a place for transferring. What? I was setting up a place to transfer agencies. I'm moving locations, and in addition to that, it's a little complicated, but most of the time when people call Might Tower, they don't have much to say outside of fan mail and service and stuff of that nature. Given the way I couldn't afford to use a lot of my time on answering those personally. So I left it to my assistants to get that properly organized. To be fair, you were probably on a list, and were probably about to get probably about to be emailed to me about either today or tomorrow for me to respond to. You asinine bureaucrat! I'm gonna kick you in the balls again next time I see you. Try that and I'll crush your skull. Oh, you can try. You really want to go back to our old sparring matches? So, why did you try calling me 4 months ago? To arrange a visit to Japan. Huh? It's a long story, but that's not a relative. Well, it is a relative, a semi distant relative of Venom. By the way, Venom's no longer an enemy. It transferred hosts and is now on our side. What? Underground hero, Agent Venom. He also goes by Agent whenever to the public. But to those that know him, he is Agent Venom. So you're saying, yes, we were trying to arrange transport to Japan, and cutting through all the red tape and bureaucracy on both sides took quite a bit of time. I see. How much more help do you need? None. We are just arrived in Japan not 12 hours ago. Right now, we're trying to rest in a hotel. I see. Oh. So, awkwardness aside, can we arrange how long are y'all planning on staying? We have a 1 year visa. If we can't find our target in that amount of time, well, there's no point. I see. Wait, target? Are you saying you're targeting? No. We're targeting the thing chasing after the one that you know about. What do you mean? As far as I knew, there was only two of these things in existence. Well, that's where you're wrong. So far, the grand total, let's see here, is now 7. Eight. We have Venom, his children. Children? Yes. Venom is a alien species. Whenever they collect enough biomass, they can split off. Due to some very bad experimentation, Venom was exposed to at a point. He had artificially created children. The 5 of which are now working as heroes. The one he had naturally was Carnage. Carnage is the parent of Toxin, the one that's currently in y'all's possession. I see. Yes. We will, me and Agent Venom would greatly appreciate the introduction. Because no doubt Carnage is either on his way or he's here already. And no offense, but your, well, young student is basically sitting up a beacon of come kill me at this moment in time. What do you mean? Symbiotes know where other symbiotes are. They can track them. Your student, as you will call him, or the person you came in contact with, doesn't know anything about it. And the symbiote that's bonded with him is a newborn, which means it also doesn't know anything about it, nor on how to restrain that connection. Basically saying that he's constantly emitting his position at all times. Oh, yeah. He's basically got the global pinging service of every symbiote on the planet, knowing exactly where he is. That's troublesome. Yes. That's the reason why we're here. We were hoping to train it and help it to grow, if not be able to bring it back with us. But considering it's bonded with someone there, that's even more unlikely. So, we will be meeting with you tomorrow. You want to set up a location? Yes. You said we, so that's another person. I will, just send me the location of your motel and I will arrange transport here immediately. Right. Alright, I'll text you the location and what time? I would say be ready at morning as fast as possible. Right. As well, everything is we carry over to the next day, where Spider-Man and Agent Venom are, well, brought to the UA grounds. What the hell? Why are we at some sort of freaking college, Pete? Shouldn't we be going to some sort of hero hideout or something? UA University is a mixture of a school as well as a location of heroes. You're shitting me. No. They take their hero work very seriously here. Oh, yep. Far a bit more serious than us. But that's mainly because, unlike us, they take every crime committed with a quirk as villainous. You've got to be shitting me. Not in the slightest. That's just asinine. You basically just got rid of the criminal element and added on 4 more years of prison time to what the hell? That's how they do things here. I swear. This place is just sounding dumber and dumber every day I'm here. Yeah, well, that's not for us to decide. Whatever. Let's just help in there before Venom loses his shit. Right. As they progress forward, they are met by, well, Aizawa, Eraserhead. Are you two the guests that we were told to be waiting for? Yes, I'm Peter Parker, aka Spider-Man, number 17 in America. Flash Thompson, agent, underground hero. Aizawa gives him a bit of a nod of appreciation on that regard. So, what y'all's business here? A meeting with All Might and the Head. We were tracking a criminal that's either going to or is coming across borders. He's trying to murder someone in this area. And more than likely, he's not going to stop even if he has to kill multiple people to do so. Oh? Why is that? I'm sorry, but that information is classified as of this moment in time. But I can tell you this. We need to stop him at any means necessary. What do you mean? He is a volatile target. He has killed dozens, going into the way of the triple digits. He is unremorseful, uncaring, and most importantly, not reasonable. He does not negotiate, nor does he care about negotiation. The only time he would bother negotiating is to let you lower your guard down so he can try and kill you as well. He is a true psychopath. Something that must be stopped by any means necessary. I see. That is useful information. Hopefully we will be able to bring him out without too much incident. But that's the reason we're here. We have the most experience when dealing with him. Right. We'll both be referring to you. By the way, I didn't expect your Japanese to be so well. No offense, but most foreigners don't. I study a lot of different languages and such like that just for free time and casual fun. He can absorb information based on contact, based on contact. So, that part of his quirk. Right. I'll remember that. Thank you. Way to go, Pete. And thank you for being honest about Carnage. I don't like it, but sometimes things need to be done to protect the overall populace. As they arrive at Nezu's office, when they see, well, All Might and, pardon me, yes, Mr. Nezu. We're here to discuss a few things, but most importantly is going to be your helping you with the training of your current ward. Training, you say? He looks over to Aizawa. What we're about to tell you is classified in the highest levels of security. Oh? As All Might looks at Nezu and just shakes his head. There's a reason I haven't told you about it. Very well. Do go on. We need to make sure this place is secure first. And anyone who you don't trust doesn't know about it. And anyone who you can't trust to keep a secret doesn't know about it. Very well. Aizawa, shut and lock the door as well as activate the silence protocol. Yes, sir. He shuts the door and taps the side of the door where there is a hidden panel revealed. As he presses a few key numbers onto the pad, as the windows shut and a whole entire compartment office seals itself off from direct contact or overhearing. We are now in a silent, secure bunker. Agent Venom? Right. My name is Flash Thompson, also known as Agent Venom. The reason for that name is because of the Venom symbiote. Symbiote? What the hell is... As the black tendril emerges off of Flash and onto the table. This is the symbiote, the Venom symbiote. They are also known as Clintar. Venom here, it came to our world. Well, what was that? Oh, you were born on our world. I forget that. His ancestor came to our world thousands of years ago and was bonded with a powerful but destructive human during the medieval times. Venom was in an egg, was put inside of an egg and, well, hatched a few thousand years later after both of them had long passed. You're saying Venom is a descendant of an alien race. More importantly, he is a defective member. Defective? What does that mean? Yes, pray tell. I don't mean that in the way that he can't do things. Venom has every ability that most Clintar have. Defective meaning he's more volatile. The Clintar don't usually keep those parts of themselves like that. The Clintar are usually very, well, not so much peaceful, but kind. Their main goal is to seek out perfect symbiosis. And to protect others. Venom's ancestor was more violent, volatile. It was going to be destroyed. Venom is also violent. If he met up with his current race, there's a high likelihood that he would likely be targeted for destruction. Venom's direct son, Carnage, is even more volatile, psychopathic, in the way that Venom's previous host, as well as him, treated it. Now insane. What do you mean, previous host? Venom, the Clintar, can move from host to host until they find their perfect bond. When a Clintar gives birth, it can go one of two ways. It can be almost unnoticed to the host, or it can take almost everything out of them. Carnage was on the side to where the host barely noticed. Venom knew it was about to give birth, but given its previous rage at Spider-Man, as well as his current host's anger and resentment and willingness to let him off the leash, threw it away. There it bonded with a powerful criminal, a serial killer, a perfect bond. What happened next? Carnage was born. And just like the namesake says, he brought carnage. Killings went off the scale. When a symbiote has a child, that child is usually stronger and more powerful than the previous symbiote. Toxin is Carnage's child. Toxin? Midoriya doesn't have a quirk. No. If that's the name of this current person's host, more than likely, yes, he is quirkless. Why you say that? Clintar usually go to someone they think is in need. On base instincts, they go towards those that seem weaker, in need of protection. They'll usually transfer hosts once they get the basic understandings of society out of the way. The fact that yours hasn't has either proved that your Midoriya is either special or it hasn't found a different host as of yet. From the way Toxin talks about young Midoriya, it would seem as if he does care about him, at least in some way, shape, or fashion. I certainly hope that's the case. The best thing to do would be to introduce ourselves to him. Yes, that is very true. What will you do if it's not? Well, we can't let another Carnage be around. Not to mention, it'd be best for him, if it isn't, to be separated. Oh? Symbiotes can track symbiotes. It's a natural feature. Carnage is on its way here to kill Toxin. Why kill it? Wouldn't it want to try and recruit it? No. Toxin is going to be more powerful than Carnage. He can't afford to let it live. He can't afford for there to be anything that can be more powerful than itself. When dealing with Carnage, me and Spider-Man have had to team up against him, and still things have been needed to balance the odds. I see. And you're saying Toxin is going to be a lot stronger. So that's the reason we're wanting to train it. Train it? Yes. We want to train it and its new hosts on how to handle its abilities and powers. I'm just glad it hasn't bonded with anyone else beforehand. Oh? Why so? Symbiotes have another innate ability. They can copy the DNA structure of people they've bonded with. In other words, they can gain that target's capabilities, strengths, and memories, in some cases, and transfer them from host to host. Oh? Yes. That would match up with what young Midoriya and Toxin said. What do you mean? I was suffering from an injury. Huh? Yes. Young Midoriya noticed it. And Toxin was the one to inform him about it. According to him, they have a brother-like bond. And he trusted Toxin to watch over his life as he healed me. You let Toxin heal you? I didn't know what Toxin was. If I'd known he was related to Venom, I would have been much more apprehensive. But I thought it was a young man with a healing quirk. And it didn't hurt. So I let it be. The young man did above and beyond and was left to suffer from it. What do you mean? Toxin utilized his body fats and Izuku's body fats and muscle fibers to Nezu. They revealed a national secret from their end, a very big one. Needless to say, since it's no longer concerning, we can reveal something of ours. 6 years ago, as you know, I was devastated in a fight. Peter. Yes, no. It was that fight, that injury, that he made me recover from. You're shitting me. As All Might reverts back into a smaller Toshinori Yagi and lifting up his shirt. I'm back to normal. What the hell? Yeah. Now you understand why we left off on wrong footing. So he actually healed you. Wait a minute. Does that mean he has a copy of your quirk? I don't believe so. According to Toxin, there was a point in time when me and young Midoriya shared each other's memories. We were both unconscious and under Toxin's care. Toxin needed him to act as a fuel source to heal my injuries. So we were both connected. According to him, he kept my power from leaping over into Izuku's body. The reason why our mental barriers were lifted was because he had to focus on so much energy to keep that from happening. A symbiote that refused power? You sure he's related to you? As everyone looks, as they hear Flash ask that to Venom, you could just see the black tendril looking, just turn towards him before smacking him in the head with a smaller black tendril. Okay, sorry, sheesh. As I was processing all of this, permission to get one of your bottles of sake, Nezu? Not the one in the back. Right. So he pops open the cabinet and starts beginning to drink the bottle's contents from the source. I honestly can't blame him. Yep, neither can I. So what do we do now? Well, unfortunately for your young ward, he's giving off an immense beacon. Beacon? As I said, symbiotes can track one another. Toxin doesn't know anything about being a symbiote. Basically meaning he's going to have to learn the hard way. We're going to try and teach him the best of our capabilities on how to do things. But it'd be best if he was kept safe. You're saying, until he's properly trained, I would say keep him here as long as possible. Because Carnage is coming. And when he gets here, he won't stop. There's no innocents he wouldn't try and kill. There's no hero he wouldn't try and kill. There's no villain he wouldn't try and kill to get his way to Toxin. At most, he would view them as an inconvenience from his target. Meaning, until he's trained, we need to keep him safe. Because right now he's giving off a major "I am here" beacon. What do you mean? He's currently 279 feet away, second floor. How do you... As I said, beacon. The only reason he doesn't know about me is because we're not within range of each other. I can keep myself off of that range. So can Carnage. While Carnage knows exactly where he's at, he won't see Carnage coming until it's too late. I see. That is most displeasing. Reason we need to train him as fast as possible. Right. I will not allow him to get harmed. Oh? He has a bright future ahead of him. Not to mention, just from aspects alone, I plan on him having my spot someday. I see. You truly are a strange one, All Might. I try. Pete. Have you been talking with David and Melissa lately? She misses her Uncle Mike. I'll get in contact with them. You better, before David does something really stupid. What do you mean? He's been keeping track of you. Every time we talk, he's always going on about how you're seen less and less and less, and how it appears you're getting weaker with your punches. He's thinking old age is catching up with you. And David, you're his hero. You might want to talk with him before he does something really stupid. Right. He always was a bit more willing to go out and above and beyond. Thank you. Plus Ultra. And with that, we are setting up for something truly spectacular. I hope you enjoyed this brief but entirely needed segment. There'll be more tomorrow. But for now, this has been your humble jester, wishing you a blessed day.